Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt, these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
I've always been impressed with Lautaro Martinez, Peter. We all know how good a finisher he is, but he's proved himself to be a more than reasonable outlet. If needed, he can play with his back to goal and be one that brings everyone else into play, and he's a significant influence.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Batistuta! Oh, that was a half-decent effort. Martinez.
Waalaikumsalam. 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 Who are you, bro? Who are you?
Well, that pass isn't the best. That is well. Decent chance! Goal!
Waalaikumsalam.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Well, that's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
Apa kabar?
Chance for a shot! Oh, he's really
Apa kabar?
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low too.
Not the most accurate pass. Paz. Now it's Martinez. Lobotka. Now, can they get him away?
Yes.
And it's Zaniolo. Threads one in. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, he's managed to get himself
Baik,
offside.
oke. Terima kasih sudah kembali hadir. Wait minute. Terima kasih sudah kembali hadir. Semoga selalu diberikan kesehatan. Saya sudah mirip orang India apa belum, Bang Kumar?
Mignon gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Nicely shaped ball. Well read, nice interception.
Sudah mirip orang India apa belum saya, Bang?
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Up towards the front line. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Rafael Leao. Acerbi promptly onto that, and that is that. He's being urged to shoot. He rises!
Set.
And he's straight offside.
Saya.
Paz. Martinez. Aimed beyond the defence.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Now it's Martinez. Oh, can he get onto this? Paz. Martinez, he is onto this. And Zanetti. And it's Zanetti. And it's Barella. Now it's Batistuta. And here's the chance to counter. He's shifting through the gears here. Zaniolo. Paz. He's found a way through. It's not an especially good pass, that. Back towards the middle. Barella. Shifted it to the flank. Oh, played through for the wide man.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And here's Lautaro Martinez. And Martinez! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Martinez is offering a wry smile there.
Paz. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's had it taken off him. Batistuta was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Martinez. Can he get onto this? Zaniolo picks it up out wide. Paz. Batistuta is onto it in a flash. Oh, perfectly measured that. And he's heaved it away. And he's quick to snatch it back. Acerbi. Manuel. And we've reached half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Hand ping waving.
Hello, bang.
Rafael Leao. Over to the left. Now it's Rafael Leao. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Now it's DiMarco. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Ricci. Zaniolo. And he's found a big chance! Loose. Oh, it's fallen kindly here. A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Oh, strongly challenged there. Barella played out towards the right wing.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Intercepts the throw. That's well read. That is ended up in no man's land. No, again there's no way through. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. He's picked his... Oh, what has happened? Terrific header! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Rafael Leao. Quarter of an hour into the second half. He's a sharp little ball here. Takes aim. Bullish header!
Yes.
He scores!
Nice.
2 up now, and they are cruising. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
salah berarti ya guys.
So that's two now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Cross in. Gets his head on it! Just off target.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
DiMarco. Paz. Now DiMarco. Spread it left. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. This looks promising. Real chance here. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. To further improve their position of comfort. And they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
A picture of confidence. That was never missing.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
Lascia il campo per il numero 8.
Oke.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous
Wah,
spell
masa
for
harus
them, and
diulang
they're
lagi,
starting to
Bang.
look unstoppable.
Lama-lamain
There could be
waktu
more
ini
on
ya.
the way.
Astaga, mau berapa kekalahan nih? Suwe.
And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Udah merah-merah semua. Bang Kumar masih ada nggak, Bang Kumar? Bang Suresh Kumar. Bang Suresh Kumar ini namanya mirip dengan Luis Suarez, Bang Luis Suarez ya, Bang. Siapa itu, Bang? Enggak 50 juta ya, Bang, orang transfer, Bang. Alhamdulillah 50.000. mancing kok tanpa salam. Enggak ada Ji. Oke.
And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's down to business here. Gabriel Batistuta, Jim, pretty much the embodiment of the complete striker, wouldn't you say?
Devastating. A great goal.
Takes a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Oh, he's been caught napping! And this is Ribery. Could be danger here. And the finish! Goal! First blood drawn. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Barella kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, that's fabulous. Goes for a shot! In he goes again! And that is doing no harm at all.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Edan. Udah digulin ya.
Great defending, strong and determined. Paz does well to get it back. Oh, good spread. Zaniolo. Nice sequence of passes, this.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that's been one straight... Oh, he's been caught on it here! He's being urged to shoot. And Ribery! It's bounced back off the post. DiMarco. He won't be happy with that one. Now, the ball's gone astray. Barella.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Rovella. Looking for options for movement. Cannavaro cuts it out. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And it's Zanetti. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Paz.
Mantap
Nice
BG.
interception. Nice looking ball. Batistuta providing an outlet on chance. That is decidedly lacking.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
DiMarco. Rafael Leao. And it's Rovella. Barella. It's a really well-measured ball. Plays a sharp little ball here. That's a throw. Baresi. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. DiMarco. DiMarco is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Rovella. Baresi promptly onto that, and that is that. Threads one in. Baresi deals with that comfortably. Paz. And it's Rovella. And he's straight offside. Barella. Rafael Leao. Passing is crisp and sharp. Ribery. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Nicely shaped ball. Now that he's going for goal!
Yeah.
Batistuta! Utterly brilliant! A finish right from the top draw. And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
That has not gone well. Paz. Zaniolo. And Zanetti. And the through ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Well timed, excellent interception. Nicely spread. The less said about that pass, the better. Manuel gets it away. Well, they've got it back in a hurry.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Little pass back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
Zanetti. He rises! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Looks across and plays it in. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And there's the end of the first half. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
And the action is back on the way.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Rovella. That's good pressing. Oh no, this does not look... Ribery! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. And that's it. That was always inevitable.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And he was quick to react. Rovella. That's a good ball out wide. Paz. And it's been played through. And a chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? That'll be a throw. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Baresi. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. He's shifting through the gears here. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Barella played out towards the right wing. And it's Zaniolo. And it's Zanetti. For Zaniolo. Rovella. Cannavaro producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Oh, what a mistake! Knocks it into space. Picked out and Ribery! And he should have made it 4.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Great skill, that's nice. Paz tries to pass it through.
That's going in strongly.
And that's gone loose. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And here's Lautaro. Can he finish? Yeah. Sticks it away. That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. Oh,
Bandung
very
nih,
neat
Bang.
and tidy.
Salam kenal Bandung nih, Bang.
Numero 13. Sostituzioni di giocatori. Numero 7. Lascia il campo per il numero 8.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
So is this the start of a comeback? Ambitious ball here. Gets a good foot in there. Looking for the run. Zanetti. Zanetti receives it in a good position here. Acerbi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Searching pass he's played there. He's in plenty of space here. Zaniolo. Martinez. Pellegrini puts his foot on the gas. Oh, really good feet. That's a cute ball. That has been cut short. And that is as far as they're going to go. In with the challenge. Tries to play it through. And the shot. He's having a shot! And that would have won it.
Well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed.
Numero 23.
And we have our very first corner.
Numero 4.
And the shot! And yes, it's there! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Rekor kekalahan kita ini terpanjang terbanyak sepanjang masa.
And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Ricordiamo a tutti i tifosi che sul maxi schermo è possibile vedere la piantina dello stadio.
Gila, giginya nyala.
And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. the tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Serginho, now he is quick.
Rapid, Peter, absolutely rapid.
I suppose if there was such a thing as a model Brazilian fullback, he'd be pretty close to it, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you don't win all those honours at club and international level without doing something right.
Nicely aimed pass. That is ended up in no man's land. He won't be happy with that one. Tomori gets over and intercepts. And he welcomes it in. Oh, shooting chance! There it is! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other. And it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. And there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So, a breakthrough already. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And he's intervened well there. Rovella charging forward, the ball at his feet. Great vision. That's beautifully weighted. Face to face with the keeper. Can he finish? It's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Cremona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. He's had it taken off him. Rovella, Rafael Leao, Cannavaro pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. He's in space and looking for options, and it's played in here. Chance! Barella, Zanetti, Paz, passing is crisp and sharp, knocks it into space. That is good alertness. Cannavaro, Barella, and it's Dybala, and Zanetti. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Oh, he's burst, big chance! And it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Nyerah bang. Jaga ini kalau. Kroco, kita.
And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Gila ini mah. Mau berapa kali kalah coba bang? Merah semua itu ada 50 merah itu bang. laki itu mau turun mau berdiri mainkan ya nggak Bang?
Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And already we're underway here.
Well, when I look at a team sheet, Peter, I pick out the leaders, and the leader on this team sheet for me is El Leon.
Oh yeah, the Lion, Rafa Marquez, a genuinely fearsome defender. It's Çalhanoğlu! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Great Barella! A real chance and a real let-off.
Oh, it was a brilliant touch to set himself up. Just a shame that the finish let him down.
What a throw in. Rovella. Paz. Now it's Martinez. Zanetti. And here comes the corner. And we have our very first corner. Rafael Leão! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Tomori. Swung over. Now Pulisic. Çalhanoğlu. Now that's well seen too. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making it.
He's had a shot! Çalhanoğlu! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Now it's Rafael Leão. Pass is just off target. It's been shipped out wide. Pulisic is firing after that one. Çalhanoğlu. Pulisic. Bastoni promptly onto that, and that is that. Rafael Leão. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. No, not quite on the same wavelength. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Pass somewhat off target. Barella aimed beyond the defence. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Lututnya ketutupan, nggak respon.
Oh, this looks sharp. Barella. No, that's been intercepted. That's a nicely shaped ball. He has found a way through. And Martinez! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Over to the left. Now it's Pulisic. And this is Çalhanoğlu. Salamanca's. Rafael Leão.
Lah, kamu menang. Kau bisa menang. Menangnya kayak gini anjir. Wet. Kamu mau beli itu enggak? Apa namanya? Bataku goreng. Jatuh tuh. Ada duit lagi tuh di sana, itu ambil yang 10.000 tuh di sana tuh di meja. Enggak di situ, di sana di mejanya ayah tuh loh. Satu aja, ambil 10.000, ambil 2 ya, satunya dikurangin.
Hello everybody and welcome to today's match. Indonesia against...
Berapa ininya, batakunya?
Nah,
4 ya?
ya pokoknya itu 10.000 semuanya dibeliin.
An exchange of stares and we're ready to go.
Divisi berapa, Bang?
And none from one.
Divisi 3.
Oh, that's unlucky. Got almost everything right.
Baru divisi 3 doang, Bang. Gak kuat.
Lewandowski is engaging in a bit of mind games before stepping up. That's how it's done. He made the keeper commit.
How confident was that? Backed himself all the way.
This then to level matters.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
Neymar is the man who's second in line.
Yeah, it's a guessing game for the keeper and he guessed wrong.
Indonesia
Padahal tadi
from one
tengah loh.
behind. Oh, good take. Keeper committed himself.
Brilliantly done. Never took his eye off the keeper either.
Kanan atau kiri,
Third
Bang?
man in the queue. Right in the bottom corner. Some nerve.
Pick your spot, don't change your mind, and the
Tahan,
keeper
Bang, tahan,
should
Bang.
be neutralised.
So this one to restore parity. It's a clear penalty straight at the keeper.
Mamam.
Oh, he never looked comfortable over that, did he?
This is match point.
Yeah.
That's won it! Lille can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for.
Ngajain Wildan nonton sepeda ke pasar loh, Kak.
Bang Beenter lagi buka puasa di sini.
Iya, sama Bang. Kurang 1 jam lagi, Bang. Buka puasa di sini juga, Bang. Kesorean, Bang, live-nya, Bang. Tadi siang nggak fokus. Ngantuk berat, Bang. Kata-kata ya, kata-katanya buat
Bang
Bang Son
kasih kata-kata dulu buat San
ya.
Hyungmin.
Kata-kata buat Bang Son.
Wakaka.
Ya, tunggu Bang. Kata-katanya apa, Kang? Kata-katanya buat Bang Son ya, Kang. Apa ya, Kang, kata-katanya ya, Kang ya? Iwak sepat ning gapura, menawi lepat nyuwun ngapura. Marhaban ya Ramadan. Ini kata-kata nih, Kang. Bagi raciane goson, Kang. Raciane dibagi-bagi, Kang. Kasep, cakepe kasep ngomong.
Keikip. Ku kira Fantun Wakaka.
Yo kata-kata, Kang. Kata-kata ini karo pantun, Kang. Fantun. Sopan fantun. Iya, sopan fantun. Ayo kita adu penalti dulu, Kang.
Buka puasa dulu di sini, Bang.
Selamat menikmati buka puasanya ya, Bang. Semoga amal ibadah Bang diterima. Diterima Allah Subhanahu wa taala ya, Bang. Amin ya, Bang.
Hello everybody and welcome to today's match. Manchester United.
Calmly, he puts the ball down on the spot.
Widih, Ronaldo, guys.
Cristiano Ronaldo is first to take the long walk.
Ayo kanan kiri, ya ketipu dia bang. Kanan kiri nggak
Well, he felt the
tengah-tengah ya kan
goalkeeper
bang.
outsteered him there, which
Ini
gave him
kita
the
shoot
edge.
yang
Lewandowski
kencang dan
is the
sangat
next to
kencang
run the
sekali di
gauntlet.
kiri nih bang. Celiep, Pol, gaspol, celiep,
Right in the bottom corner.
bier.
Some nerve.
He was always looking good there. Nice penalty.
So this one to restore parity. That's a really good save.
Well, it was a possibility of happening like that. The way he was moving
Mampus.
beforehand, very good save.
Kita
Lille
jelepin lagi di
with
sini
this
bang.
chance
Biar
to
yang
pull
kewenceng,
two
Bang.
clear.
Pol, los, kena raymu ya, celier,
Absolute accuracy.
mampus gile.
And the lead is 2. So
Nah,
down
lagi
by
nah,
2, another miss can be game, set and match.
tengah ini bang, iya.
And the keeper punches the
Tiga
air.
ketebak bang.
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
So this to seal it.
Ya kita jelepin lagi di sini bang. Set, Pol, yes, mampus, langsung menang kita bang, tanpa dia.
Lille
Tanpa
can
kasih dia gol
celebrate
satu
now.
pun
They
ya,
have
Bang.
exactly what they craved.
Biar mapas dia bang.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
In an inappropriate manner will be removed.
Suwir atau main divisi ini turnamen wis dimulai ya bang. Sing fase ketiga wis dimulai ya. Iki tak orang menang. Untuk kurang kesempatan nih coba. Lah. Oke. Iki maksudnya piye iki bang? Maksudnya bang? Jadwal kompetisi 22 besok berarti 22. Sekarang 20. Oh belum ya bang?
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And as you can see, we've already started here. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar, who really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty. We hope, Peter, being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Neymar must have made the worst possible choice there. It was crying out to be released left.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Loftus-Cheek. It's a throw-in. Tomori, now Modric. And this is Lewandowski. Oh, it's Raul. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Thinks about the shot at goal!
Ya Allah, tur.
Rabiot. Fofana. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Nicely shaped cross. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. So we're still where we started right now. Rabiot. And Tomori. Modric.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And here's Fofana. Played out to the right. Lofted in. Ball's played through. It's a pretty loose pass. Linton. Neymar is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. He's in plenty of space here. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Kenapa jam sore, jam malam ini selalu berbeda? Is it?
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And he's straight offside. Distributed tidily. Nicely weighted ball. Played into space out wide. Well seen, saw that coming. Modric. Rabiot. And it's Nkunku. Pavlovic. Now Modric. And it's Rabiot. Zanetti with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. And here's Loftus-Cheek. That is a brilliant interception. Neymar. And he's been shifted off it. Pavlovic. Loftus-Cheek. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now it's Lewandowski. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Nkunku! Linton. Lewandowski. Neymar. Now it's Lewandowski. Spread it left. Robertson. Rijkaard. Now it's Rabiot. Out towards the flank. That'll be a throw. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Robertson is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And here's Loftus-Cheek. Now it's Nkunku. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Now it's Loftus-Cheek. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. It's a promising position. Out for a throw. Raul. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Knocks it into space. Chance for a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. The midway point of the game.
Lille really did turn up the tempo at the end of the half, and while they'll be disappointed not to have broken through, obviously, the chances will come, provided they can keep producing good spells. It's been a half with significantly more positives than negatives, I feel.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Pavlovic, Rabiot, Tomori, and it's Loftus-Cheek. Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. And the through ball. And here's Nkunku. Neymar. Raul, who needs just a moment to score a goal. Neymar. Threads one in, and he's picked it up out wide. He's got away. Oh, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Now it's Loftus-Cheek. Rabiot. Milan ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. And it's Nkunku. Loftus-Cheek is onto this. Lille can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
60 minutes played. That has been cut short. Fofana, now it's Loftus-Cheek. Played back in. Now this is had a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Now, can they get... Chance! He scores! The breakthrough arrives at last! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Milan can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Fulkrug to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just...
Real chance! He scores! Oh, that is a late call, but it's the right one.
Yeah, the assistant did have his flag up. The referee seemed to spot it late, though. Nevertheless, the right decision.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Modric. Tomori. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Now Gabbia has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Fulkrug. And here's Fofana. And he's worked it through. Linton. Lewandowski. Played out towards the right wing. Now it's Neymar. Oh, good spread. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Nkunku receives it in a good position here. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. And it's Rabiot. Neymar. And this is Lewandowski. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Now it's Nkunku. Modric. Now that is a hefty challenge. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
He really ended up between a rock and a hard place then, Peter. Probably took the harder choice.
Numero 10, Neymar. Numero 17, numero 13.
They've got to be quick to recover this. Back into the middle. That's a delicate pass. And he was alert to it.
Milan nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Oh no, he's got that wrong. And they win it back again. Modric. Looking to play him in. Oh, that's a key interception.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Gabbia. Pavlovic. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. And that's that. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable sometimes.
Ngantuk tenanan, bos. Wah, Baresi malah di kartu merah, bos. Beresi. Duh, lawan AI gitu, bos. Astaga.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
And there really are few places on earth quite like this.
Yes.
The Grand Cathedral, and he has been fouled there. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Oh, he's taken it. Yamal is onto this. Yamal unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Ferran Torres. Now it's Yamal. Robertson. And it's Robertson. And it's Olmo. Knocks it into space. Ferran Torres! Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Now it's Rafinha. Neymar. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Lopez. Lille yet to have an attempt on goal. Azar. Neymar. Now it's Azar. Robertson picks it up now. Al-Kubasi wins the duel this time. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Neymar. Raul. It's Raul!
Ngelag bang, nggak tahu kenapa ngelag
Good
bang.
crack at it.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
Martin.
Barcelona clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Rijkaard. Dani Olmo has to stand firm and defend it. And it's made its way to him. He is through here. Zanetti. Gabriel did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Raul. Oh, super find. Martin cuts out the pass. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now it's Ferran Torres. De Jong. And here's Ferran Torres. That's a shade optimistic. Gabriel looking for the run. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, good-looking ball. Dani Olmo. That's a sharp pass. Oh, there's a probing ball. He shifted it to the flank. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's got away. Lewandowski! Goal! Nil! First blood drawn. That is lovely. Finished with amazing expertise.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Numero 17.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
And it's Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Ooh, perfectly measured that. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Double touch, free flap.
One 0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Oh, what a mistake! Robertson is always looking to play quality balls. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. And here's Lewandowski. Oh, a droll. Oh, that's
Ci
neat.
sarà un minuto di recupero.
Zanetti has it in a wide position. Up he goes! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Lille leading 1-0 at the break. And we are back on the way.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
Played out wide. Azar. Robertson. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's picked his way through. Foot in. Koundé tries to play it through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. He's tried one! Yamal with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Out for a throw. And here's Lopez.
Bang buka
Right
puasa
guard does
dulu.
really well to win the ball there. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0.
10 menitan lagi, Bang.
Neymar is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. And here's Yamal, played out to the right. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Zanetti. Howson.
Oke bang.
Oke juga, Bang.
Zanetti. Lille finding their passes. Now it's Lewandowski. Spread out to the left. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Hazard. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Sostituzione per il
Buka puasa ya,
calciatore.
Bang.
Numero 10.
Robertson taking charge of the
Lascia il
dead
campo
ball.
per il numero
Looking to
14.
widen the gap even further here.
Oke, nice, Bang.
One of a type! He's brilliant! He's got it himself an absolute peach.
Neymar itu
Such
selebrasinya
thrill,
bagus apa
such
sih?
noise, and how this matters.
Ha segnato la
That was
61esimo
beautiful,
minuto.
something close to genius.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Gitu ya bang.
Lille are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Hazard, he can run onto that. Lewandowski gets the big chance! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
Hazard really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Lille find a position of real strength now.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Kata-kata nih Kang, kata-katanya apa Kang?
Lewandowski is being harried and hassled.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call.
Rashford, he's shifting through the gears here. Well, that's clear-cut, it's a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket, it's just a stern lecture.
Mending golek ketimbang balen.
Numero 7, numero 11. Lasciano il campo per il numero 9.
And it's Koundé.
Il numero 8.
And here's Dani Olmo. Can he get it through? And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the
Oh, terrible mistake. Chance for a shot! He
Otto nyerobot dari
scores!
belakang. Suet.
Terrible error, duly punished.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of stuff.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Barcelona give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Fermin, it's a really well-measured ball. It's a promising position. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's got away with one there.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's Lewandowski! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Lille are looking to go forward now. That is ended up in no man's land. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Engages and forces him off the ball. Fermin. He's in plenty of space here. Can he finish? It's in! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
They say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that...
And that's it. Lille can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans.
Terima kasih semuanya,
A
Bang.
truly emotional
Kami
roller
undur
coaster
diri,
that.
Bang.
Lewandowski
Sampai
claiming the
berjumpa
man of the
lagi
match
di
award, and there
lain
is
waktu.